Good evening, tightliners, and welcome back to the channel. You find me tonight with sand under my feet, fishing a nice surf beach here in Llanfonna. I'm here with Mark, and I think that's Liam with him. I haven't been out there to see them yet, but I think it's Liam that's with him. There's another gentleman fishing there, and there's another gentleman setting up over there. Anyway, just getting set up. I've not had any baits in the water as yet. Just getting the gear ready. I'm trying tonight. What have I got on here? The loop rig. On the bottom it has a pennel and a single hook on the top. There is another rig in the box I'm going to try a bit later on, but it's a one up, one down sort of thing, again like a loop rig, where they've got pennels on both. This bottom one, yeah, has got a pennel. Nothing massive hooks, size 2.0 Avenger hooks from Limitless. And the baits that I have tonight, I got some crab, I got lug that I've just dug, and some ragwood. Using the competition 4.5 and the universal match. £15 line on the mag 525, and what is it on the other one there? It's £13 line, I think it is. It's a really nice surf. We're on a flood, fresh bait. Could there be some silvers in there tonight? Right guys, let's get set up, let's get baited up and get in the water. Right guys, first fish of the session for me, dogfish. Liam's mate, Ben, he had one as well earlier, just before he left. Liam and Ben and Mark have gone now, and I'm here on my own. There is another light on the beach over there. He hasn't come down as far as the water where he is. I don't blame him, because this water is coming in so quick now, and I'm going to have to move back again now. Anyway, so first fish on the board, a dogfish, not quite exactly what we wanted, but there we go. It's fish all the same. I think what I might do is knock this on the head, get on the pebbles over there, and just wait for the tide to come in. I don't know, maybe I'll just go back as far as I can, bring the bait to the water's edge, and then take the rods back. First thing I need to do though is get you guys and the box and everything way back. Norma Chydig. Hey guys, I'm fishing one rod for now while this tide is coming up. When I hit the pebbles over there, I'll probably start fishing it too again. It's half retreating up the beach like this. And if there's only dogfish there, well, it's even harder. Norma Chydig. Okay, second fish, yet another dogfish. Not what was in the plan, to be honest with you. Caught perfectly in the corner of the mouth. Do you see that? That hook is a 2.0 Chino from Limitless. Perfectly hooked. And what I do with these, because the eye is offset or set back, whatever you want to call it, I snare the hook on. What I'm thinking there is that when you pull into the fish, when it's that kind of shape hook, Come on, you. Come on, you're unhooked. Let me have the hook back. Come on. So what I'm thinking of, let me just put this fish down a bit. There's your hook, like that. And what I'm thinking is that when it's that, what happens is that you pull down on there like that, and then the hook, a bit like a circle hook, goes and sets itself. Right, so that's 2 dogfish on ragworm. Not the intended species at all, but there's 2 fish. Okay, so the loop rig is what I'm catching the fish on so far, and they've both been on the top hook. However, it's a very long snoop. Now, what I'm thinking is, I think I've got some in the box there, similar sort of rig, but the top one has got a hook on there. Now, what I'm thinking is, in a bit, when I stop being pushed up the beach, is to fetch some other rigs out and maybe use a pop-up on the top rig, on top hook, see if we can get away from the dogs, see if there's any bass feeding just above the bottom. So far, both dogs have taken some prime ragworm that I had from Tell Boys in Anglesey today. Like you see, at the moment I'm holding my rod old school, and I felt that last bite. I saw the first one and I felt the second one there now. Right guys, up on the beach now on the pebbles. The light is poor. Not surprised because it took a dunking earlier. I might have to think of an alternative way of lighting it again. But nothing happening at the moment. The guy next to me, he's had 1 dog and he dropped the schoolie bass in the surf. Yeah, that's about it. 2 dogs for me. There was 1 for Ben before he left earlier. So not a lot really to report. There's a massive strong pull from right to left, and there's quite a bit of weed about. So nothing really to be excited about as yet. So hopefully we'll get you something else to show. And if we do, thank you all. Alright guys, I've decided I'm going to give it these casts. I'm going to put 1 more bait in after this, and then I'm going to get off. It's not happening. The weed is heavy. The tidal run is absolutely stupid. The guy fishing to my right over there, he says to me a minute ago he's casting at a 45-degree angle with his leg, his line going right in front of me here now, which is quite nuts. Right, like I said, give it another half an hour and see what happens. Right guys, 3rd fish of the session, yet again another dogfish. I apologise for that light, it's way too bright. But there we go, another doggy, again on the ragworm. Right, going to get this one in once more, in search for that big silver, and if it doesn't happen, I'm going to go home, get to bed, and get to school in the morning. Well, it is morning already, but there we go. Normal to do. Right, last cast going out on this one now. Ragworm on the top like that, and a whole load of lugworm on the bottom. Like I said, I apologise for the light again. I hope that light's going to work in the future after taking the dunking. Right, let's get this one in. Guys, that's me done for this session. 3 dogs for me, and I've seen 1 dog to my right, like I said, and he dropped the bass. Right, on to the next session, I suppose. What that session will be, I'm not sure yet. It's my birthday this weekend. There was meant to be a club match, but there's a lot of people away, so we're probably not going to do that one. So I'll try and get out over the weekend, see if we can get, maybe if the weather's good, get out early Saturday morning and then spend the rest of the day with the family. So until then, guys, keep your lines tight. Good morning, tight liners, and welcome back to the second instalment of this video and on the rocks. Saturday, 7th of September. Happy birthday to me. Sneaked out for a few hours. I'll probably fish until that was 9, 10 o'clock possibly. Go home and then spend the rest of the day with Catherine. Baits in the water. I've got an up and over with squid and prawn. And on the other one, I've got a pulley rig with 150 pound. But the only bait I had defrosted in time there was a lawns. So anyway, I'll get some mackerel on there in a bit. I'm going to get some feathers sorted in a minute as well. See if we can get some mackerel fresh. Who knows what we might get out. Hopefully I'll get a species of ray to keep the yearly challenge of a ray a month going. But at the moment, the rod tips have been still. First bait's been in about 10 minutes. Let's get this other rod set up. I've got also rhywbeth fel yr arfer bydd oes yn dol. Right guys, I've got 1 fresh mackerel. So there's a little bit of fresh bait. Let's see if we can find some more. It was at distance and on the bottom. Still no action on these rods. Surprising really. Something like a pretty dog, but at least not that I want to catch spots. Two or 3 more fresh mackerel would be really nice. Then I can start putting out some really nice baits. So I'm not giving up on catching that big toothy creature yet. Right guys, hope you're all well. You guys are getting out fishing. I'll show you the rigs that I'm using, how I do the baits in a little bit. The other plan I got as well is to put this rod out with some scratching rigs, ragworm baits. I've got a couple of crab with me. see what we can find. Not many left around, obviously. Okay, one more before I bait it. The big one. Right, let's get one of these big ones then with a big bait on it. Well, not a massive bait, but what I'm thinking of is a bait that can attract a ray, but also might tempt one of those toothy creatures. On my hoodie. Right guys, so what I've done is I've cut half a side of mackerel, sliced through the head, and I'm going to put this one out on a single 8/0 Avenger hook. Very simple. All I go in is in the head, the toughest part, and out there like that, and then I'll bind it on. Now this is the kind of bait that I had on when I lost that taupe, or I had that taupe on in the previous video, fishing for rays. Now then, this will still be a bait that a ray will go for. But it's nice and fresh, and something that one of those big creatures might take as well. Doesn't always have to be massive baits by all accounts. Well, that day when I had that taupe on proved that. Anyway, so that goes on there like that, bound on. Down by there. So I've got a bite wire to a swivel, to a long piece of 100-pound line and a 100-pound rig body as well. This one is an up and over, because I do believe that one is the favourite for a ray, and that's what I had that taupe on before. I don't see why this wouldn't work. It has got the bite end on it, so up and over like you've seen before. Little hangover from Trident tackle. The line comes up and over here, clips into the Trident hangover, and then it goes into the rotor clip down the bottom here. Into the rotor clip. So you got your bait, you got your line coming up your rig body, which will clip into here and release when it hits the water. So you'll have a long flowing trace on on the bed of the seabed. Come on, stay in there. The only thing is this 100-pound line is a little bit thick for these clips. There we go. It's in now. It was. Anyway, let's get this one sent. Bring one in first. That first one's been in, I don't know, well, half an hour now, and nothing happening on there. The dog's not being here, that could be a good thing. Hopefully give the baits or something chance to get the baits. No more footing. Right, drag set, let's go. Just started getting a bite on the other one, guys. Squid and prawn on that one. Let's find out. There's something there. Feels a little bit bigger than the dogfish. And then it could be 2 dogfish on the panel. What have we got here? It is just a dog. Wow, quite heavy that. There you go, guys. First fish of this session and the 4th dogfish of this video. Not really what I want to be showing you. Took quite a long time to get to there, though. Right. Tea bar time. Right, so we're not blanking. But let's see if we can get something better than that. Normal fiddle. Right, That dogfish just chucked that up. That's a spider crab leg. Pretty sure it is. Anyway. Right, what I'm going to try now is double sand deal on there. And try for that ray. Right, so what I do is I get 2 sand deals together, bind them on to each other, flimsy, not too tight because I don't want to pop them. Up to the head like that. Cut the heads off so I've got a nice cylinder kind of shape there. Right, let's get these on the hook and let's get them sent out. Right guys, I just dropped the bait down the side on the LRF gear. And the first fish out, a little gold cinny. Oh, it's off. Beautiful fish. Let's get it back. Right, so what I've done guys, I've put some bait on the feathers, sent them out. Now what I'm going to do is, set this rod up, and while I've got that one in there, when I get the feathers back I'll swap the feathers over onto this little rod, put a little lure on the end instead of a weight, and still have a few chucks around with the lure rod here, looking for some more mackerel, possibly some pollock, and who knows, with a lure on there, what else might happen. But yeah, this usual setup, 3 hooks, small hooks, and it was down there for seconds before I got a bite. Let's see if it works again. Stick it out there like that. Something on it already? Yeah, stick on. No, it's just come off. Whatever it was, it came off. Took that middle hook. Anyway, let's try that again. Something was onto that as soon as it hit the bottom. Tiny bit of raglan on. see if we can get you a fish on camera. Something onto that straight away. Gone now, whatever it was. Good. This is just so typical. Caught a fish, first drop when I didn't have the camera on. Get the camera on and miss bites straight away. Here we go. I reckon this one could be a foul one. No, it's not. It's a cuckoo bass. Have a look at this, guys. What a beaut. So that's a second species of wrasse, and this is a female cuckoo. Look at that. What a beaut. Just down the side, little scraps of ragworm on size 14 hook. Oh. Such a pretty fish. Right guys, third species of wrasse out, a little ballon, nicely hooked, and that's out. So that's 3/5 of the way to securing a wrasse Grand Slam. Not one of the most difficult ones out of the way, the cuckoo. Rock cook is the next one, and then go to the cork pin shouldn't be too difficult. Number for the okay, next plan of action. 2 hook clip down, longish snoods, ragworm baits on both. Send them out there. See if there's any flatties around. So on the little rod there now, 2 gold cinnies, that cuckoo and the ballon. I've said this before guys, if you want to introduce people to fishing, just get a small setup. I've got a 1 ounce lead and I've got a rig made with 25-pound line. It's easy. And all you need to do is fish down the sides of the rocks, on the docks or whatever. And there's lots of little fish to keep you busy all day. No matter this. Right, next one going out. A loop rig. On the bottom I've got a little bit of fresh mackerel with a bit of squid on, and ragworm on the top one. Bottom one has got a pennel on there. On the Continental now I've sent out that ragworm bait, and I believe I've also seen a bite. Keep an eye on that. Let's get this one out. at that, look guys. Double sandwheel bait, went out and came back pretty much untouched. It's very slow out there. More fish around the sides. I'll bring that big one in a minute and change that as well, and try and get some more fresh. Coming up to 8 o'clock now. I'm going to do another hour and a half maybe. I might try a whole squirt on here again. There you go. Right. There we go. Squid. Right. Seeing a post from Limitless last night. Their new rod in their range is out now. The AS 4500 XT, isn't it? Looks really nice. I may have to have a look into that one. Let's bring this raglan bait in. I think I did see a bite, guys. Oh my days, what's on there? Not a big fish, whatever it is, if there is one in there. I don't even know if there's anything there. Yes, there is. What we got? There we are. What's that? Another ballan, guys. Didn't expect that out there. But I was on the sand out there, to be honest with you. Anyway, get it unhooked. There we go. Straight back down it goes. I wasn't imagining it then, guys. I did see a bite, but I wasn't expecting to get that one there. Right, get some more ragwimp on that one, get that sent out again, and hopefully get something that's different. Right, guys, fourth species of wrasse. There's a rock cook. You know, his rock cook has got a nice painted kind of face, and this band here along the tail there, rock cook, or a small mouth wrasse. So I only need a corkwin now to get a full Grand Slam of wrasse again. Just see how small the mouth is there, possibly. I don't know. Beautiful fish though, isn't it? Have a look again. Oh, cool. There we go. And swims away nicely. Right, so I should only need one of the easiest ones now. Well, it's supposed to be one of the easiest ones. Seems to catch them everywhere. There's got to be a corkwin in there now for a Grand Slam. Let's go down again. I knew that was a balance straight away. What a beautiful colours on there. Again, not a big fish, but a beautiful fish. Come on, mate. There you go. As soon as that hit, I knew that was a ballan. They hit much harder than any of the other wrasse species. Obviously, being the biggest one as well. Right, guys, And there we have it, a wrasse Grand Slam, Corquin wrasse, spot on the tail by there. That's my second ever wrasse Grand Slam. Right, let's bring this raglan bait in. Nice of this fella to be drifting right in front of me here. So there we go. Hang on, there's a bite. Oh yeah, that's a bite. I think you know what that's something like me. But there's something big. Of course. It feels very heavy. It might not be. There it is. There we go, second dogfish of the session. So we've seen 6 different species of fish today. All 5 of the inshore wrasse species that we can get here. And the pesky dogfish. That was on raglan. That squid and mackerel bait looks immaculate. Can go out again. Put some more raglan on here. Just in case there's something better there. Nice gurnard, red, hopefully, or a nice decent place. I'm going to do another half an hour and I'm going to get off and get some breakfast. I was on the loop rig. Very slow out there on the beach, isn't it? Plenty of action in close. What am I doing? Look at that fella was waiting for a mate of his. Go out in convoy somewhere. They've headed off towards Roscollin that way now. Probably going to look for some bass. Maybe some decent pollock. Who knows what they're looking for. Anyway, I know what I want. I want a ray, or I want a fish with teeth. Right guys, so another species, a pollock. Now, I'm in the process of packing up, and I was putting some old bait down the side and I could see fish coming up towards it. So what I did was I just dangled my ragworm bait down there and boom, dinner fish. I'll made that one now. Nothing else shows up there. Right, time to pack up guys. Okay, tight line as well. That is the end of that one. Not a prolific session by long means. Still another RAS Grand Slam to add to the title. One decent, well, one half decent pan-sized pollock. But the mackerel are scarce again. And if the mackerel are scarce, then the predatory fish are going to be scarce. I've seen a few boats out there, and I've not seen any of them catching mackerel either. Enjoyable morning though guys. Thanks for joining me. Don't know what the next session is. I'd like to say I can get out again tomorrow morning. Well, who knows. Got to make the most of this weather when we get it, I suppose. So until whenever the next session is guys, keep your lines tight.